Alright, I'm going to do a little sound check really quick. How is everybody today? I'm doing well. Sounds pretty good. How is everybody today? I'll move my mic over a little bit. That way everybody can hear me really good. Sounds pretty good. Everybody today. I'll move my mic over a little bit. That's better. That way everybody can hear me really good. Turn this down so you don't hear that dang echo. Alright, so today I wanted to do something that I wanted to do for a while, and that's kind of talk about my fitness journey a little bit, all of the products that I use, everything from my supplements to what I work out in, what I wear, the different kinds of pre-workout and protein shakes that I use, what do I use to work out, what kind of equipment, what tools do I like. I'm just going to preface and say I am not paid by any of the brands I'm going to talk about today. I'm an ambassador for one. I'm going to be real, I just love their products, so the 10% discount is really cool for me to be able to offer to people, but I'm not even going to plug it because, again, for me, this is just about telling you guys what works for me. I want to preface all this stuff by saying that every body is different. Part of the reason I felt like it was important for me specifically to talk about what works for me is I'm a very petite woman, and there is not a whole ton of information for petite women who want to strength train. And when you do come across information, you find a lot of it, and with the internet nowadays, we all know it's kind of hard to know what sources do you trust. So I have spent about 1.5 years now on a fitness journey. I've gained 2 pant sizes, about 4.5 pounds, which for me is a really big deal. I've always been very slim, very athletic, but I've never looked strong, and so I really wanted to accentuate my assets, get really that bikini body, and look strong. So again, this is what works for me. This might not work for everybody, but it might be helpful for people who are maybe just starting a fitness journey, maybe getting back into fitness, or, you know, maybe you're a skinny girl like me and you're having a really hard time weeding through what kind of information is going to work for your body type. So again, some of this stuff might not work for you, some of it might. I'm going to show you guys a workout, and then I've seen this online, so I'm kind of doing this for documentation purposes. I doubt I'll be able to do it, but I'm gonna try to crush a watermelon. I don't think I will again, but it'll be cool to see, if I can't do it now, what it's like 6 months from now as I start lifting more weight, if I'm able to do it. So that should be fun. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. You're so sweet. So yeah, also, I'm just going to start by kind of telling you guys about my fitness journey. So my fitness journey started and was really born, like I said, out of just a pure desire to look strong instead of skinny and scrawny. And so again, I started looking up information. I'm very fortunate that my partner, Chad, or Spoiled, he knew about weightlifting a little bit, and he's really helped guide me in the right direction throughout the journey. There have been many ups and downs, and so, you know, I say always try to find somebody that you can lean on, even if you don't know them. There's also some fitness people online, Natasha Augie, Randa Karaba, and I mention their names specifically because I have followed their fitness journeys. They're people that, Randa is the only one I've had to really reach out to, but she's great about getting back to people. She's very personal, despite running this huge fitness conglomerate. So again, find somebody, whether you know them or you just follow their stuff online, that you can talk to, bounce ideas off of, or even like safety stuff. Chad's also been able to help me find things that are right for my body and really accentuating the areas that I want. So again, find that mentor. That's a really good idea. Fitness programs too. So on our blog, I have a few things listed, like free resources, like an app, that I downloaded for a little while that was helpful in structuring a workout. But really, I feel like what I have been the most successful at is by looking at multiple workouts, trying each of them, and then pulling things from every single one that I like and doing that. I also mix up my workout almost every single day. I like to stick to one key target area, but that doesn't mean I'm not activating other muscles. So, for example, if I'm focusing on my arms, pretty much any workout that I do that day is gonna involve my arms. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna put a band on and do squats at the same time. It just means that my primary focus is those arms. So again, don't overwhelm yourself with trying to work your whole body all in one day. Stick to a target area. Another way I've been really successful, so I have 2 children. Chad and I run a business. I'm also a full-time student, which gets very busy, but I always cut out 30 to 45 minutes for my workout, and that's me time. And at first, it was really hard, and I would get on myself about being consistent. Now it's much easier. I work out 6 days a week. I have my one off day. I have another day that's kind of a light day. I'll usually just do yoga or stretches, but I get it in and I feel better. So the point here is fitness for me has become a form of self-care. I feel amazing after I work out. Don't get me wrong, after caring for the kids all day, and I know I've got class in 4 hours, the last thing I want to do is exercise. But when I put my clothes on and get ready and turn my headphones on, I'm able to really feel that need to care for myself. And, really, I think we all need that right now. We all need to find these little ways to take care of ourselves. Fitness isn't everybody's thing, but I will tell you, even just doing a couple stretches every day, it would be interesting to see how your personality or your mood uplifts. So, also, if anyone has any questions at all about anything, feel free to put them in the chat. Keep it appropriate, otherwise you'll just get banned. But I'm happy to answer any questions, which is another reason I decided to go live with this information, so people could ask stuff. Yes, fitness is really important. I'm talking to everybody. So I'm gonna start right away with my supplements. Again, this isn't gonna work for everybody. This is what works for me. I have some health issues as well, so when I started my fitness journey, I noticed that a big part of getting healthy was finding supplements to help my body really soak in and absorb that information that I'm inputting when I'm working out. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is collagen. Now, when you think collagen, you probably automatically think of Botox, but natural collagen is what helps your hair, your skin, and your nails. And I cannot say enough good things about collagen. We found a couple different brands that have worked. I love this big bottle from Costco. I take 2 a day, even though the bottle says 4. So again, find what works for you. But collagen has been great at not just making sure my hair and my skin look great, but I've also noticed that the hormonal balance it brings is also really nice as well. Just that kind of like drag towards the end of the day, I don't really feel that as much. I usually take mine in the morning right after breakfast, so take it with food, but yeah, collagen is a great supplement. The next one I take is ginger, which we eat ginger in almost everything that we cook at our house. We take extra ginger just to give that extra boost. Again, I have health issues, so I need more than some people might. Some people might need this. I will say that with ginger, you should always take it with food. Otherwise, it can be really harsh on the stomach. Found that out the hard way. Also, take it with a huge glass of water. That will help too with some of that tummy upset that can happen with some people. The next one that I use is turmeric. And turmeric I take twice a day. I take one in the morning and one at night. This is another one of those things that we eat in our food, and it got harder to find, and so I wanted to make sure I was getting the benefit of it, so we decided to start supplementing with it. Okay, now this is like one of my favorite ones. All these goods must have been expensive. Kind of. I will say it's an investment at first, but every one of these supplements I've added in one at a time, and it got to a point where I started being able to find them in bulk, like at Costco. So the price of that could go down $10 to $15. And I pace buying them, so I'm only buying 1 or 2 bottles at a time. So theoretically, I really probably only replace the bottles every 3 to 4 months per one. So every month I'm paying about $20 for vitamins, which isn't too bad. So again, yes, it can be a large investment in the beginning, but again, start out slow. I would never start taking a ton of supplements all at one time. Because then if you have, a bad reaction to one, you might not know which one caused the problem. So, me personally, I would suggest, start one at a time. Not only does that cut your costs down, but then if you have an issue or you need to adjust the dose, it's easier for you to tell what's going on. This calcium magnesium, oh my gosh, I love calcium magnesium. When you get older, I'm 30, Chad's 40, we tend to have bowel regulation issues, so this is amazing for regulating. I'll just say that. As well as mood stabilizing. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and calcium magnesium has been amazing for my depression. I can't even say how much better I feel just taking an actual supplement. So, no, I don't. Don't know who that is. The next one is maca, which this is for symptoms of menopause. It's a mood stabilizer. I feel like it really balances the happy hormone. Maca is very uplifting. It can also be awesome for mommy daddy time, because it does help with male stamina. So that's another thing too. Spoiled, or Chad takes all of these vitamins completely different than I do. So like for example, calcium, I take 2 in the morning, and he takes 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And then we have other vitamins that, like, I know he doesn't take collagen every single day, whereas I take 2 every single day. So again, remember, with all these things I'm showing you, this is just what works for me. It might not be what works for you, but I wanted to make people aware that there are tons of things out there that you can use to improve your fitness journey. And really, I feel like the more things I've incorporated to help myself, whether it's my supplements or even my workout clothing, it really helps you feel better about what you're doing. And again, this journey, especially for me, is about self-care. So by adding these supplements and making sure my body's getting these nutrients and making sure that it's ready to take in that information I input when I activate my muscles through exercise, they're all gonna make it even more beneficial, and I'm gonna see gains, and I have seen more gains from really, again, treating this like a serious act of self-care. So I've only got a few left. Let's see. So the last couple ones we have here. B12. So where we live, we're on the Pacific Northwest, and it gets very gloomy. It rains all the freaking time, and D and B are 2 vitamins that people around here are very, very deficient in. So we take B12 every day. Almost. I have stopped taking it a couple days a week because I do a pre-workout supplement that has B12 in it. And I will also say that there are certain energy drinks that already have B12. So if you're thinking about taking B12, make sure that when you talk to your doctor about starting the supplement, you mention what kind of energy drinks you drink, because depending on how much B12 is in your energy drink, you might not need to take B12 because you might actually be supplementing it through your energy drink, which is kind of cool. Ginseng is another huge thing. I feel like we can't get access to this hardly at all around us, or it's very expensive. So again, like turmeric, it is, I feel, very important to supplement it. Ginseng is a power root. It's a very old root. It's similar to ginger in its healing properties, anti-inflammatory, all those good things. So I usually take ginseng before my workout, but after I've eaten, so it doesn't upset my stomach. So kind of a rule I feel like with root vegetables is you want to eat them with something, whether you're taking a supplement or eating it in a food, and have a lot of water. A lot of times I feel like people are turned off by ginger because they have an empty stomach or they're dehydrated, and they don't realize that that's actually the ginger fighting off whatever bad things are going on in your body, and so it needs that water to be able to work right. So again, just a little tip: ginger, ginseng, or any kind of root, take with a lot of water. You can avoid tummy upset. So, oh gosh, okay. So that's my supplements, my vitamins that I take. In addition to vitamins, we started adding in a pre-workout supplement just to boost our energy before we work out. Some of my workouts I tend to have to get in later in the day because of my schedule with the kids and work. So a pre-workout I have found is very beneficial. Now, something to be very mindful of is to always read a label. And this is true for anything that you take. Read the label, consult a doctor. Do what's right for you. Don't go off of somebody else's plan of what works for them, because nobody or body is the same, right? So for us, and even like I found that certain pre-workouts, I have to take a much smaller dose than Chad does, and I think that has to do with my weight. But be mindful, start with a quarter of what they recommend and work your way up so you don't overwhelm yourself, especially if you've never taken a pre-workout. Again, read the dang label. Most of them tell you to start out with a fraction of the dose and work your way up to make sure you're okay with it. I also know that a couple of the pre-workouts that we take suggest you only take it for a couple days, like 3 days in a row, and then you cleanse, which means you drink a copious amount of water to, kind of flush your system, because they don't want you taking it too much. So a couple of the ones that we found that we really like, there's one that's called No Explode, and that's a really good workout supplement. The fruit punch is amazing in orange juice or fruit punch juice or apple juice. We got on a kick of using that for quite a while before COVID happened, and then it became a little bit more difficult to find it. But that was one that I would take a quarter to an eighth of a scoop, and Spoiled took about a half of a scoop. So that's just an example of how it can differ. So the next one is one that Spoiled found this brand online, and we decided to order their trial pack of energy drinks, and they're really, really good. As well as ordering their pre-workout, which at first they sent us a sample of this pre-workout, and we liked it so much we decided, you know what, let's order a jar, let's really try it out for a couple weeks and see what happens, and we loved it. It's by Rep Sports, and it's called Broken Arrow. Where's my accent from? America. No accent. Spiked Punch is the one that we got. again, really good in any kind of fruit juice. This is another one that I take 1/4 of a scoop, and Spoiled takes about 1/2 to 3/4 of a scoop, depending on how intense his workout's going to be. But again, this is one that they say, you know, don't exceed more than 1 serving in 24 hours. There's 350 milligrams of caffeine in here, so do not drink coffee before you take it. So again, read your labels, work your way up, consult a doctor, and take into consideration everything you're taking. The next one that I have is one that we randomly got at the store because, again, we were kind of out and about. We didn't have a pre-workout with us. Wanted to try it. We've had these energy drinks. I'm actually drinking one of them right now because they are really, really good. And so we tried this. I was able to tolerate 1/2 of a scoop, and it was good. So again, different products, different, you know, dosing. This is by Bang Energy, and it's a Master Blaster performance enhancer. It's a pre-workout, and this is my absolute favorite flavor of their energy drink, the Rainbow Unicorn, and it is so freaking good. I was expecting this to be very sugary, and I will tell you that whatever they are doing to this, even if there is a bunch of sugar in it, it tastes amazing. It is not zingy on your teeth at all. So, you've never heard an accent like that. Well, I've grown up all over the country, so maybe that's what you're hearing. I don't know. My parents were both in the service, so I've traveled all over. I don't know. I've never been told I had an accent, but thanks. So next, let's see. Water. Obviously, I've been talking about that a lot. When you take supplements, you need to drink a lot of water. When you work out, you need to be drinking a lot of water. There are too many graphs for me to even start like telling you where to go to find out how much water you should be drinking. But there are tons of things online where you can put in your weight and it'll tell you about how much water you should drink. Me personally, I probably try to drink 1 gallon of water a day or more, just because I take so many supplements, and without them, you can really cause harm to your body. So water, water, water. If you're going to be exercising, you need a ton of water. Don't ever think that you're drinking too much water. That's not a thing. You can't drink too much water. So, what else? Oh, okay. So before I start talking about weights and things that I use in exercise, I'm going to talk about clothing. So using just a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, whatever you're comfortable in, is perfectly fine, but I have developed definite preferences for what I wear when I exercise. So a t-shirt and a pair of shorts or a pair of leggings is definitely my go-to, or kind of like what I'm wearing right now. What other platforms do I stream? I stream on Facebook, YouTube, Mixer. I will do IGTV. I usually have those uploaded, and a lot of times those tend to be like my speeches or presentations. I'm a motivational speaker, so a lot of those tend to not necessarily be live. I'm also on TikTok. I think that's it. So quite a few places. I'm on Twitter too. I don't do Twitter live, but again, like right now, I'm streaming this on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Mixer. So, yay! And my tag for everywhere is the SquatBox or SquatBox. So you can find me anywhere by searching that, and my picture should be cohesive everywhere. Yeah, it is a lot. So I found a stream platform that allows you to stream to multiple places at one time, which is amazing. So that's kind of how I do it. Also, again, like fitness, this is kind of funny. My social media has been slow. I didn't start out with like 6 platforms and I streamed to them all the time. No, and even now, I'm not on every single one every single day posting all the time. A lot of times I utilize tools to multi-post or multi-stream. If you are honestly like kind of wanting information about how to do that, a lot of your accounts can be linked in your settings. So again, a lot of times, for example, if I want to put a picture up, and let's say I want it on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, I can post it on Instagram, and while I'm making the post, I hit share to Facebook, share to Twitter. I don't have to go in and create new posts. So that's a way for you to kind of, I guess, put multiple things on different platforms, and again, not feel overwhelmed that you have to micromanage all this stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna talk about, who should I talk about first? Okay, let's talk about Victoria's Secret. So, I know there are opinions about Victoria's Secret. I am not gonna lie, I love them. I love their underwear, I love their bras, I love their bathing suits, I love everything that they have. I have definitely developed the things that I've liked for their fitness stuff. Again, as I've gone on this journey, I've started getting things slowly. One tip that I had for small women, for petite women, a little trick that I started doing when I would work out at home is I buy large or extra large boy shorts from there, like these. These are little boy shorts that they have usually in their front bins. And I use these as exercise shorts. They will completely cover your booty, and if you're at home, it doesn't really matter that much anyways. So if you're a small woman, go into Victoria's Secret, try them on in the dressing room and see how they look. Try a large or an extra large boy short underwear as a gym short. So if you're looking for kind of a cheaper way to get some shorts, their clearance underwear can, in this style, can be, I've seen them as cheap as like $4 or $5. So again, if you're doing home workouts with COVID, you kind of have to right now. It could be a good idea. So yeah, the next ones that I have, now these are actual shorts that Victoria's Secret came out with a year or so ago, and I've had these for a year. I bought them for my bathing suit for bottoms. They're called Gym to Swim. They're super cute. They have a bunch of different colors and patterns, and the sides, this is my favorite part, the sides ruche up, so you can tighten or loosen it as you need it. I love them. So yeah, I'll tighten the other side too so you guys can see how little they'll get like on the sides. Super cute. I love, 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 love these. And these, I believe they have in a large, up to a large, but these Gym to Swim are amazing. They're like bathing suit material, so super breathable when you're working out. Again, one of my favorite pairs of shorts, I think they're like 15 or 20 bucks, so not very expensive at all. The next thing, of course, is a sports bra. Whether big or small, I will say having good support while you're working out is a must. I actually have a bra that is for working out if I'm not wearing a sports bra, and that bra is only worked out and not in anything else. Because you also sweat, so you don't want to be wearing the same clothes that you're working out in that you're going to be just kind of chilling in. So this is a bra that I got at Victoria's Secret, one of their sports bras that I am very happy with. It's very comfortable. So I just want to show you guys this. That's the front, and then there's the back. And you can see like this one actually has mesh in the back of it. It's really nice. And there's the little design in the back. So really good investment. Again, this bra was probably $10 or $15. I like to look at the clearance and the sales sections. You find a lot of really good stuff there. Be mindful of your size, and don't be afraid to ask somebody at the store, where is your sale or clearance section, because they again will have a lot of stuff there. And shopping online right now is kind of a bonus that you can just hit sale clearance and a bunch of stuff will pop up, filter even your size or whatever you want. So the next thing, this is something that I got last year. I feel like this is great to work out in, just wear around. I'd probably put a little shawl over it if I wore it out, but these are little bralettes at Victoria's Secret as well. And it's just a lacy bralette, and the back, this is like the kicker, it's mesh. Or not mesh, it's like spandex, it's stretchy on the back. Which is really, really nice. So again, this is just a simple, lightweight bralette to work out in. Another great option when you're exercising. So that's all my Victoria's Secret preference stuff. Again, all of those things can, I'm sure, be found other places. That's what I like. That's what works for me. Everything's lasted a long time. Again, some of the pink stuff, the pink colored stuff, these I've had for about a year. Same thing with my black shorts. These I've had for 4 years, and they're still amazing. So they've been washed, I don't even know how many times, and they still look great. So the next brand I want to talk about, and I want to talk about this brand because, one, I've fallen in love with their products, and two, their customer service is absolutely amazing. The pair of leggings I have on right now actually have a defect on the back pocket. And I was really sad. I'd ordered them during quarantine, and I found the defect, and so I contacted the company, and they ended up issuing me a gift card to go get another pair of leggings after, sending them pictures of kind of where the crotch was misseamed and where the pocket had the little misseam, and they were super quick on getting the gift card to me, and they didn't even ask for the defect back. So I wear them around the house. I'm petrified to do a whole ton in them because I loved this print, and it's out in my size. So the brand is called Cute Booty Lounge. They're based out of California. Kelly Nishimoto is the designer, and she designs everything. It's not just leggings. There's dresses and jumpsuits and shorts, which I have a few pairs that I'm going to show you guys, sports bras, and a bunch of other stuff. So again, Cute Booty Lounge, amazing customer service. I would highly suggest ordering from them. The leggings you want to live in. They feel like frickin' butter. The prints are adorable. Again, the ones I have on, like I said, are the defective ones. I don't really want to stand up and get around in them, but they are very, very comfortable. A couple of the things that I've gotten from them, I'll show you guys. So these are their rainbow unicorn legging or shorts, which, hello, I love these. They are just like shimmering silver shorts. I don't know if you guys can really see that. And then this awesome waistband, which is not only stretchy, but it feels like it actually gives you support. And then the back, it's a little ruche butt, which is awesome. I just love these shorts. They're so awesome. They're super fun, super cute. Now these are a totally different material than the silver ones. This is like what I call their butter, and it's so soft. And this waistband is so unique. The black has these in-between interweavings of white, and they're just super nice. I love, love, love these shorts. I love them so much. I can't say enough good things about them. I love the print. I love the fit. And I love the waistband. The waistband feels good, and it looks really, really cool. It's not like anything I've seen on a pair of shorts before. And then, again, they kind of have their signature ruche butt on the back with, you can see how big the logo is. It's not very big. It's petite, and it's really cute. So the next thing I'll show you guys is their leggings, which I also love. It's that same like buttery material. These are black with big flower print. This is a different band than the one I just showed you, but it's still super duper comfy and very form-fitting. And then that's the back. So again, this is a brand that is super, super awesome. Check out their sale or clearance section. It is a designer brand, so it can be a little bit more expensive for some of their newer prints or new products that have just came out. So be mindful. Some of their sales, though, keep things very reasonable. So keep an eye out for it. I love them so much. And again, if you guys have any questions about these brands or a certain short I wear or something, feel free to put it in the chat. I can always connect you with the website of the company that I'm getting these through. So, next, let's see. Oh, shoes. Good shoes are super important. So, I know a lot of people assume that because you're at home, you maybe don't need to wear shoes when you work out. And I'm going to say that for most people, that's probably wrong. I know that having good form is essential when you are weightlifting, especially. You can hurt yourself very badly if you do not have proper form. So having a good pair of shoes is really, really important. Again, I have a pair of tennis shoes that I do nothing but work out in. That is my workout tennis shoes. You can find cheap shoes online at I don't even know how many different places. Find something that works for you. My shoes are Adidas Cloud Forms. I've had these for about 1.5 years. I love them. They're like walking on frickin' air. They're really lightweight. And again, they're only my workout shoes. So that's why the bottoms are not that dirty, because I don't do anything but exercise in them. So again, I think it's okay or safe to say that if you are using fitness as your form of self-care, making small investments is okay. And I think sometimes, especially as a caregiver and a mom, even I was forgetting that it's okay to care for yourself. So all of this looks like a lot of stuff, but this is, 2 years of building and creating a fitness regimen with products and things that work for me. So use what you have. If you have questions, I am more than happy to help. You can feel free to send me a message, put it in the chat. I'll answer it right now. I'll answer it later, whatever you need, connect you with the brand, go from there. So moving right into I forgot one supplement actually. Let's talk about this. So this is whey protein, which I started adding after I had been working out for a while. I take about 48 grams a day of protein after I work out in whole milk to just boost those muscles that I've just awakened. My gains since adding protein have been incredible. I love protein so much so that when I saw the gains that I got from taking whey protein, I have really made it a point to change a lot of what I eat. I eat a high protein, high carb diet, which I know some people are like, F you, can't believe you eat that. But that's what works for me. I have a fast metabolism, so in order to actually put fat and muscle on, I need to input a ton of carbs and a ton of protein to feed my muscles fuel. So whole milk, eggs, cheese, bread, pasta, all of those things. And then, fruits and vegetables, avocados, broccoli, asparagus, carrots, apples, kiwi, grapes. There are so many foods that can also help boost your gains in exercise. So again, find what works for you. Don't rely on one source, and look at everything. Look at a bigger picture. Don't be afraid to pull one idea from here and another idea from there, and kind of see what you come up with. So, okay, now let's move into actual fitness equipment. So this brand I had watched for months, read reviews, looked around at other brands, Oh, hi, Laura. It's so good to see you. I have looked at this brand for months before I actually bought from them. And pre-COVID, we were going to a gym. And one of my favorite products that I can't even use right now because of COVID and quarantine is their ankle strap. So it's called Perfect Peach Athletics. I love this brand. If you want a good brand that will also send you fitness information, go to their website. In fact, I am on their Facebook chat thing, and she sends you free workouts every couple days to try out, and I love them. I've tried many of them. In fact, a few of them are normal workouts for me now. There's a, what was it, like a dumbbell squat thrust or something that I added into my workout regularly now. So the first product that, again, I can't use this anymore, but I wanted to talk about is their cable ankle strap. So these are for a cable pull machine, which is a machine that has a clip, and you clip this ring to the machine. Attached to the string is weights. So what I would do at the gym is probably, gosh, a dozen different variations of leg exercises. These come on and off super easy. I want to show you guys how thick they are. So there's my hand. You can see how thick it is around your ankles. So essentially all you do is you put this through the loop, and this is Velcro, so you have it like that. And what's nice about these is they come in a set of 2. Now you aren't going to be really using them both at the same time, but I'll keep them on each ankle so I don't have to change the strap from foot to foot as I'm doing sets on each leg. So it's nice to put them both on at the same time. Again, it feels a little weird at first, but as you start working out in it, you'll notice, oh yeah, this actually makes sense to keep them both on, so I'm not having to take them on and off the whole time. I've also seen people attach weights to these. I personally am not ready for that. Again, I'm a little sad we don't have gym access to use them, but I am excited to talk about them because, again, when we did have gym access, these were so great for my legs. So again, they come in a little pack of 2. Really nice. Fitness products are a scam. Not really. Not good ones. Let's see. So the next one is booty bands, which I know for females who want to do glute exercises, you hear about booty bands all the time. You hear about, oh, you gotta have a booty band. I'm gonna say, starting out, you really don't. Starting out with some free weights, I actually started lifting tomato sauce cans at first, and then I worked my way up to milk jugs. I've done stacks of books before I had weights. I'm more than happy to help people with other ways to, use equipment that you have. I personally, again, have started investing in products, and I have also seen a ton of bad reviews of products. So this is kind of my way to let people know, like, hey, these products are safe. Fitness equipment and supplies are expensive, and there's a lot of crap out there. But I think it's important as a content generator that I let other people know what works for me, because it might help somebody else. So this is also from Perfect Peach Athletics. When I got the cable straps, I liked them so much, I decided to order their booty bands, which are only like $15 for this entire set, which I think I'm missing one. Nope, I don't think I'm missing one. I might be, but I don't think so. So again, it's awesome that they come in this set because you work your way up. So you start with the light peach, which is a light band. It's really thin. And then you go to your medium, which is a little darker peach and a little bit thicker. And then you go to a light purple, which is their heavy. And this is where you start seeing a little bit of bulk. You can tell I used that one for quite a while. And now their heaviest one, which is where I'm at, it's called Too Heavy. It's a dark, dark purple. It's actually my favorite color of band. And you can see this one's very, very thick, but it works those glutes. So I will say booty bands, when you are starting to build up your resistance and you are feeling like, you know what, I feel like I could add more weight. Maybe try adding resistance. So that's what booty bands do. They put resistance on your muscles and kind of push back. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. When I first put the light one on, I fell on my butt the first squat I did because I was not ready for even that little bit of resistance. So don't feel bad if it takes a while to get used to them. You know, start doing regular squats first. Resistance bands can, again, just be another way to help enhance. I also, again, want to say, you know, using these tools isn't going to work for everyone, but this is what works for me. So they come in a cute little sack too. I love that they come in this. I have kids, so being able to put stuff up and small away from my children is always a good thing. The next thing, and very, very important when you start lifting. So I am very skinny, and my neck, when I rest a barbell on it, it hits one of the vertebrae in my neck, and it can rub, and it can be a little bit painful. When I've done, you know, 5 sets of 10 squats, that's 50 squats, I noticed I was getting little bruises. What does LGBTQIA plus mean? That is the lesbian, gay, bisexual. I mean, come on. I don't have to explain this to you. If you don't know what LGBTQIA is, you probably don't need to be here, or I would suggest Googling it. I'm not. So again, this is something that has helped me with, again, that little bit rub on the back. It's by Perfect Peach also. I think it was like $15. It's just a pad that hugs a barbell. And I take this, again, when the gyms were open, I would take it with me. This has been awesome. I love this pad so much. So much. And I actually got the pad around the same time as the booty bands, so it was really nice to start using that light band and incorporating, again, slowly, using weights, using resistance, adding in those things one at a time. Really easy. So anyway, so those are my products, what works for me. I'm just going to say it for like the billionth time. This is just what works for me. Try it. See what works for you. Do your research. This has been over 1.5 years in the making of kind of what works for me. If you guys want any information about any of these products, or, you know, my workout that I'm going to do, please feel free to message me. As long as it's appropriate, I'm more than happy to help. Or guide you in the direction that you can help yourself. So I am going to take a little break while I get ready for the next thing, which I am going to just show you guys different variations of squats that I like to do. My kind of fitness motto is like, when in doubt, squat it out. And that for me is just very encompassing of my life, and just remembering to take a breath and just let it all go. So I send you all my good energy. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. It was so good to see you. Bye-bye. All right, so with that, we're going to take a break. I'm going to change. I'm going to move my table, get the camera reset back up so we can do this watermelon thing and do some squats. So we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll see you guys soon. Alright. So, we are back. We are gonna try to do this thing. So I've seen this online in a couple places. This idea originally came up when I was in a friend of mine's chat, Keebs. Huge shout out to Keebs. She's an amazing human. We were talking about fitness stuff, and she's like, can people really crush watermelon with their thighs? And they sure as heck can. So I now have made it a goal to make my legs so strong that I can crush a freaking watermelon with them. I'm gonna tell you that Spoiled does not think it's gonna happen today. He says, keep it a goal, don't hurt yourself. We'll see. I'm optimistic. I always have hope. So I've looked online and watched a couple of videos of girls that have done this successfully. Again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll see if I can. So I'll just show you guys, like, it's a real fucking watermelon. It's huge. It's gargantuan. It's beautiful. There's its little sticker. Okay. Let's see. And I'm doing this on the floor because if I do crack it, it's gonna make a huge fucking mess. Oh my god. Oh, I can feel it actually. Oh, come on. We can do this. I know it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I really am, and I feel like I'm getting it. Whatever works, right? What? Don't look at it? Oh no. You're scaring me now. Oh my god. He's like, it's gonna shoot everywhere. Okay. Serious face. Oh, okay. Okay, we can do this. Okay, we're gonna do. Oh, no. I'm gonna do it. Okay. We gotta get a good position here. Alright. Oh, come on. It's a good thing I don't have to poop. Oh. I wonder, should I try to set a timer of like how long I give myself? Or do I just keep trying?
No, because if you got it, you got it.
No way.
It's not going to get soft.
It is going to get soft.
Pineapple.
Pineapples? Oh my god, no, thank you. Ouch. You can do it! Crush that freaking watermelon! Okay, we're gonna do it.
One last try.
I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna get it. Okay, little watermelon. It's time for you to pop. It doesn't want to pop. Ooh, I can feel it work in my glutes though. Maybe this is my new exercise. Oh, come on, thighs. You got this. You got it. You don't got it. You really don't got it.
Last try. Yeah, that'd be your last try.
There's just no way. It's so heavy. Come on, little watermelon. I believe. I feel like it wants to pop. Like it's just an egg waiting. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen today. I think Spoiled might have won this bet. I tell you what though, this is a damn good workout. Because holy cow, squeezing a damn watermelon is not easy. I'll tell you, I can actually feel like my glutes and whatever the heck you'd call your muscles right there. I can feel it. I feel it working. Alright. I think my attempt has failed. But dun, dun, that don't mean nothing. That just means I am going to need to practice more. And probably, let's say I try this again in 4 weeks. When I do a stream in 4 weeks, we'll try it again. And we'll see where I'm at. So I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to figure out what's going to frickin' work. And we'll try it again. But it was worth a try. Big shout out to my friend Keebs. Keebs, try it. Let's both try to crush watermelon. I'm going to take a little break, move my camera up a little bit, and get ready to show you guys a couple workouts. So give me just 2 to 5 minutes and I'll be ready. I know. My mic was muted. So now I'm going to just show you guys some different variations that work for me for working out. Some of my favorite kind of go-to workout techniques. So again, I preface, do what works for you. I'm going to be using a booty band as well as some hand weights and a kettlebell. I also really love to use a barbell. I will show you guys that as well towards the end. And I also want to say too, when you're starting to use things like a barbell, that you have to load onto yourself, and what I mean by that is at certain gyms, you will walk in front of the machine and you will grab the bar and load it onto your shoulders. It's always a really good idea to have a partner, whether you ask somebody that works at the gym or like Spoiled. He loaded for me for a long time. For the first probably 3 months I was using my barbell, he was loading it onto my back, and I didn't even have weights on it at that point. I literally was just lifting the 5-pound bar. And yes, I started that simple, and I would definitely suggest anybody start with low and work your way up. One technique that I also wish I knew when I first started lifting, and I am going to give a huge shout out to Natasha Augie for writing something about this like 10 months ago. If you cannot lift something here, then you shouldn't be putting it back here. And what I mean by that is, you will see when I load my barbell, I'm activating my hips and my core when I bend down to pick up the bar. I load it onto my chest, and then I put it up over my head and load it onto my own back. I can do certain exercises like, a deadlift with twice as much weight as I can with my squats. Technically with my squats, if I had a bar at a gym, a piece of equipment I could, just walk up to and load the weight on, I probably could be doing more weight. But because I am using just free weights, free barbell weights, free hand weights, I'm going lower weight. I'm doing a few more sets, but I know I'm being safe because I am able to not only lift this weight over my head, but I'm able to set it on my back appropriately. So form is super important. If you have to lower your weight, that's fine. Again, I started out no booty bands, no nothing, just doing basic squats, making sure that, again, you can see I'm not bending my waist. I'm keeping my core straight. And then again, you slowly add things in one at a time. Add a resistance band. Add weight. Increase your weight. Try different kinds of weights. I know there's a lot of big fancy fitness equipment out there. I'm going to tell you that I personally think that a lot of it is great when you go to a gym, but for home use, most people, you ain't gonna use it that much. Free weights are fairly inexpensive. I know the weights that are on my barbell, I got 2 25-pound weights and 2 15-pound weights at Goodwill for $1.99 per weight, which is nothing. There are places that charge you $1 a pound, and it can get very expensive. But again, check Facebook groups, check Buy Nothing groups. People get rid of fitness equipment all the time. These little hand weights, these little 5-pound hand weights, we went to a sporting goods store near us, and we got these on clearance for about $2.50 a piece. So I got this set for $5. I'm planning on increasing this set now. But again, I started very small. I still use these 5-pound weights every day. Again, this was something that I invested in. This was $12 on clearance at, I believe, Target. And it's a great thing. I'll show you guys a couple exercises actually that you can use with all of these different things. So let's. Oh my gosh! Thank you. I do have Discord. It's called SquatBox's Safe Space. I have nothing in there. I just set it up. So I'm not really even promoting it right now because I don't have my art in there. But I do all sorts of things. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your follow. This, channel was kind of built on really showing people a different side of what streaming can be. So I don't just game, I don't just do fitness, I do makeup stuff. I love to do cosplay, so my cosplay story times, if you like this, check those out, they're awesome. I think my last one I was dressed as Harley Quinn, reading a Batman comic book from like 1975 or something, so check those out too. I saw Spoiled got in there. Okay, so we got our booty band on. I'm gonna put some music on. Let's get some music. Let's get a good playlist. This is something I think is very important too. What? Let's see. Should I not put my playlist on? What should I put? Oh, okay. It's kind of. Hopefully it's upbeat enough. We'll see. We will see what happens. Okay. Let me go back to my chat. I really love your passion. Thank you. I am very passionate. Fitness, this stream I had wanted to do for a while, but I am going to get very real. I have PTSD, and I have a lot of trauma from being shamed pretty much my whole life. And I had body issues for a long time, and until very recently, I was not comfortable with myself. I would never wear something like this and show people how I exercise. That was just not me. But that's also why I want to show this to people. As a very petite, skinny, kind of timid, awkward, not sure of herself girl, in the last year, I have learned to not only build the body that I want, but be okay with not being perfect and making my own kind of progress. And that's what I mean about not comparing yourself to other people. I think all bodies are beautiful. And I think we all need to respect the fact that every body is different. And again, when I say I started out with basic freaking squats, not being able to do shit, and it would kill my thighs and they would light up after 5, and now I'm using a barbell and a booty band, you'll get there. Don't ever compare yourself to another person. Don't ever think that what you're doing is not enough, because pretty much for 25 years of the 30 years I've been on this earth, I let people make me think that I wasn't enough. And I woke up one day and realized that what other people thought about me didn't matter. If I was enough for me, that's all that matters, right? Be enough for yourself. And so fitness has become my way to love myself and really put that work in and see that work come back. So I really appreciate it. Yes, I do have Discord. SquatBox's Safe Space. If you go to my About Me and my channel, I actually linked it in there again. There ain't nothing in there. You can join it. You're kind of helping me see that I need to put some stuff in there. I've got all my categories, so I'll start uploading some content over the next couple weeks. I appreciate it a lot. If you like my stuff too, I'm on Spoiled Rotten 79. I'm on his channel too, so check him out. He is my life partner, as well as we co-stream together. Both of our channels are all about us, but really we want to promote our lifestyle brand and show people that you can build the life that you want if you just believe in yourself. Fuck what everybody else says. Legit, real talk. Be yourself, and the rest will follow. So, anyway, we're done. It's time to work out, guys. It's time to work out. So, again, I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorite things. I'm using a booty band right now. The first thing I want to show you guys is called, I'm going to do 2 variations of it. So what I started out with, I'll say, is the simple exercise and then a more advanced exercise. So this is called a kettlebell swing, and you grab the kettlebell with both of your hands. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, and you're going to bend down, and as you bend down, you're going to thrust the kettlebell between your legs, and when you come back up out of the squat, the kettlebell should be about shoulder height. So you don't want to overextend and fly it over your head. You also don't want to overextend and fly it between your feet. So keep control, keep your core straight, arms out, down and up, down and up, down and up, down, up, down, up. So I usually do 5 sets of 5 to 10, depending on what I'm doing. That was just a simple set of 5 because I want to be able to show you guys multiple things. The next variation, I'll say, so that was a simple move with a kettlebell. The next one, if you're getting more advanced, you feel like that's getting a little too easy, which again, all these exercises can be done without a band. I would suggest it if you've never done an exercise before, you try it with no weight, no band. Get used to the feeling. Make sure that your form is right. Start adding weight, start adding resistance. So this is a single arm kettlebell swing. With this one, it's the same thing. You're using your momentum of your arm to bring the kettlebell between your legs and then back up to about shoulder height. Only this time, so you keep control of the kettlebell. When you're coming up, turn your wrist out. So you'll go from this to this. So now, let's try it out. We'll just do a set of 5. So out to get your momentum going, down and turn, down and turn, down, turn, down, turn, down, turn, down, turn. So again, that is, I do usually 5 sets, 5 to 10, great little workout, great for the arms. Try it using both hands first, then move to a one arm, very helpful. The next one that I want to show is, it was my first step in learning form when doing a deadlift. Now a deadlift is where you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and you actually use your hips and your glute muscles, these side muscles, to lift weight from the ground. Now, I've seen a couple really good videos that talk about when you start learning this form, you can stand a couple inches away from a wall, and when your butt hits the wall, that's as far down as you should be going. That was very helpful for me. Being short, I assumed I needed to go all the way to the floor every rep. That was not true for me. When I set myself up, I lift up off the ground probably about 3 inches. You guys will see when I bring the barbell in, I'll do a couple barbell deadlifts just so you can see what I'm talking about. I set 3 or 4 inches from the ground and I do them, and so with each rep, I'm not touching the ground. I'm going here, where my back is completely flat and I can feel it in my thighs, and then I'm coming back up. So you can try that test to make sure you're not overextending yourself. Again, I cannot stress the importance of form. Formal exercise will prevent you from getting hurt. I know this because I've gotten hurt. I also know that muscle tingliness is another sign that you are overworking your muscles. A couple months ago, I had to take a week off. My left leg started getting really numb after workouts, and I had hyperextended a bunch of the muscles in the side of my leg, just working out too much. I took a week off. I was really upset about it. Spoiled nose. I was like, oh my God, what if my butt goes away and I don't have abs anymore? And he's like, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. And I will say, take time off and don't kick yourself in the butt for it. I took a week off, and the next week I gained a pant size. Not kidding you. This pant size that I've been pushing to go up into, and I know if you know, women will hate me. I went from a 00 to a 1, and I shit. I love being in a normal pant size. And it was all because I took a break and let my body heal and came back to normal. So don't be afraid to take breaks. It's good for you. Now, I'm again going back to what we were talking about, this deadlift form. So this is another exercise with a kettlebell that is a variation to, again, just get you in that form of doing a deadlift. This is a great core exercise also. If crunches are really hard for you, or if you just don't like to do them, I don't. I do them, but I hate crunches. They are, you know. So this is a great alternative to that. You'll hold the kettlebell with both hands on either side like this, and you'll keep it nice and close to your chest. And you want to bend with your hips straight down like you would a deadlift. Now my back is flat. I'm going to come right back up. And I'm going to do that 5 times. And you really should feel this in your core, in your glutes, in your hamstrings even at times. And I've read a lot, you know, deadlifts really are good for building that core and building those muscles to be able to lift from your hips. And again, this is just a good one to keep that form and to know that what you're doing is right. Because the last thing you want to do is start lifting to look good and have to take a really long break because you hurt yourself. So that's a kettlebell. Now we're going to move on. Again, gym equipment is amazing. Will never turn down a piece of gym equipment. It makes working out very easy. But I will say that if you know how to work free weights, you can operate pretty much any piece of gym equipment successfully if you know how to do basic moves. Spoiled and I got a gym membership for a little while, and it was very eye-opening to see people who were 5-10 years older than us, who had been working out for many, many years at the gym, and they did not go near those free weights. They wouldn't touch them like they were the plague. And Spoiled would usually have 3 or 4 men that would slowly start coming over as he starts using the free weights, and they see him working out. A lot of people are scared of free weights, and I'll say, you know what? Do it. Get some. They're cheap. You can get multiple sizes. You can find them very easily, like I said, on different websites. We see them all the time. So yeah, so I just use these little 5-pound weights. I'm going to show you guys just different arm variations. I'm going to say give Spoiled all of the credit for these. I had been complaining to him that I wanted a more well-rounded arm to go with the rest of the toning of my body, to have a good, you know, even form. And so he showed me some arm exercises that I combine with squats. I'll do one of these. Sorry about that. I'll do one of these just standing so you guys can just see. And then I'll do the rest of the set with a squat so you can see what that's like too. So again, you just start with your arms straight up, and you don't want to move your elbows. You are literally bending at the elbow, moving your arm just straight up and straight down. See? 1, 2. Now if we do that with a squat, we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. And when we go down with our arms, we also go down with our legs. But we don't bring our arms down. We're going to leave them straight and just flex at the elbow. So just straight down. I'm not moving my arms. I'm moving my hips up and down. Now another arm variation. This is another one of my favorites. You also feel this in your chest too, which I will say that this is an exercise that I feel really works that whole upper body. So now we'll do these nice and slow with a squat. And again, I'm not bringing my arms down. I'm still doing the same arm motions. I'm just bringing my hips down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another simple little arm variation. Now, this last one is another one that's really works your underarms as well as your shoulders and your neck. That one's just straight out. You only bring your arms up to about shoulder height. And again, when we do this squat, we're not moving our arms up and down, we're moving our hips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So those are some of my favorite arm exercises. I'm gonna grab the barbell really quick so we can do a couple lifts, and I will show you a deadlift as well. So I will be right at the back. I'm almost done. Okay. Alrighty. So again, when you're bringing in new equipment, new weights, I suggest doing just the weight and then adding your resistance later. Start with low weight, work your way up, keep your form, and again, do what works for you. Have a partner, have a spotter if you're nervous about lifting, if you're new to lifting. That's kind of just general stuff. So you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart. And as I bend down, again, I'm activating with my hips. Now, I'm going to load the weight onto my chest. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to load the weight onto my back. 1, 2, up. Oops, cabinet. And then back. So the weight is on my back, and I'm going to use my hips to bend down. I am not going to bend forward. I'm just going to go straight down. Straight down. So you can see when you go down, while from the front, I know a lot of people that lift, it looks like they're bending forward. They do not bend forward. I'm going to go very slow. See this? I'm not leaning forward. I'm keeping my core tight, and I'm really pulling those muscles in. Now when we offload, we're going to just do what we did backwards. Up over the head, to the shoulders, to the ground. Easiest way to lift up and down. Now, we're going to do some deadlifts. So again, the deadlift, start with no weight, do a few, maybe add the kettlebell like I showed you a little bit ago, and then work your way up to a barbell. For me, and I know for different people, sometimes you need to go all the way to the ground for each set. For me, it's about 3 or 4 inches off the ground, so I get set up 3 to 4 inches, and I lift. So we're gonna lift up. Remember, we're lifting with our hips. We're not bending our back. And we're just gonna go straight down. We don't bend our knees. We don't bend our elbows. We don't cave our back in. Your butt almost comes out, and that's why I said you can do a test. And that's just a basic deadlift. All right, so that's the workout. I think we're done for today. I had a lot of fun on this stream. I'm actually really excited to get this done and get some of these clips pulled out because, again, this is my shit. I love this. Self-care is what it's all about. So, yeah, please go to our blog. I have a thing up, a free thing up called Get That Booty Part 1. I'm working on Part 2 right now. I've actually got several weeks of workouts and meal plan ideas for you guys, so stay tuned for that in the next couple weeks. But Part 1 is absolutely free on our family blog, thehandthatheals.com, under just the blog section. Connect with me, follow me, and spread joy and kindness throughout the day. It's hard times right now. Be nice to each other. Don't be an asshole. See you guys later.